Everyone, welcome to TerraSpatial. In this video tutorial, I'll be showing you how to use measuring tool and identity tool in QGIS. So the measuring tool can be used to measure the features and the identity tool can be used to identify the features, what kind of feature it is using the attribute table. So you can see on the map canvas, this is nothing but a small town located in Tamil Nadu. So we are going to use this data for using it to our utilization, measuring roads, measuring parcels, and finally we are going to use the identity tool to identify what kind of feature it is. So let me zoom in and show you. There are a lot of parcels which are available. You can just look into it, and you can find roads and various features available. So we are going to use the measuring tool and identity tool. In order to bring the tool in this empty space, you can click anywhere. You need to just right click, and in toolbar section you can find the attributes toolbar. Enable it. You can see the toolbar over here. You can, if you want, you can just place it over here. You can place it anywhere. And first let us use the measuring tool. You can see the measuring tool over here. You can see at the side you can find a down arrow. Click on the down arrow. Here you can select the measurements. You can measure line, you can measure area, measure bearing, and measure angle. So we are going to use measure line and measure area. So select the measure line. So a separate dialog box will be opening. You just keep it aside. Now let us measure a road over here. For example, I need to measure this road. You can see over here, this is the road which I am going to measure. So in order to measure, just left click on the map once. The point will be, you can see the point like feature. You have to click it. If you want a much more accurate result, we need to just zoom in to a good level. And you can see that the road is bending over here. So you can add some more points so that the bend will be accurately taken into consideration. Now you can just check it. Now finally we need to click the right click so that the measurement will be stopped, and you can see the total length. So it is around 353.610 meters. You can change the units. It can be converted to kilometers, miles, nautical miles, etc. Lot of units are available. So let me show you once again. Here I need to remove this point now. Let me add a fresh point. Click the button new, and now we just measure another road. You can see over here. So from here up to here I need to measure a road. Try to zoom in so that the measurement will be accurate. By pressing the left click, start your line. So you can see there is a deviation in angle. So you can place a point over here so that the measurement will be accurate. So by using the right click, you can finish the measurement. So I have finished the measurement over here. You can see the results. What is the length of the road? We have got the distance in feet, in miles, likewise. So in next example, we will be seeing how to measure a parcel. For example, we will be measuring this parcel over here. So let me click on the new option, and let us close this. Now we are going to select the measure area. Okay. Now we are going to measure the area. The same rules. We are going to use the left click and place a point over here, and place a point on the another corner. You can see there is a small shift in the line. So if there is a shift in the line, you can use these points so that you can trace it accurately. You can calculate the area accurately. Likewise, you can just see over here, there's a small bend on the line. By adding more points, the measurement will be accurate. You can use the scroll button to zoom in and zoom out. Finally, use the right click. So it has been completed, as you can see, and you can see the area. Let me change it to square kilometers. So it is around 0.01 square kilometers. You can convert it to square feet, square miles. Likewise, you can do. If you want to create a new parcel, you can use new. You can digitize any parcel, water bodies, forest area using this area tool. So finally, we are going to use the identity tool. So you can find the identity tool over here, identify features. It can be used to identify features. For example, you can just see over here in this map, you cannot distinguish what feature it is because we are not dedicatedly made a legend, or we haven't specified any colors to it. So we couldn't assess what feature it is. In such case, you can use this identity tool to find out the information about this layer. It can be a raster layer, it can be a vector layer. So let us click over here in the empty space. So this empty space has been selected, and you can see the value that it is a water body. Likewise, you can click on some more area. You can see it is a scrubland. You can click over here, you can see forest plantation. So likewise, the identity tool can be used. You can click on the raster and check in what is the pixel value. Likewise, you can check. Here you can see it is an industrial area. It is an industrial area. Likewise, you can use the identity tool. You can just check over here. It can be used to identify the features. What is the feature? What kind of information is stored in the features? Likewise, you can use the identity tool. So we'll be discussing about this vectors and attributes in the coming up videos. That time you can understand how to create an attribute table and how to feed information in an attribute table. That will be covering in the upcoming videos. In this video, we have just seen how to measure and how to identify a feature using the identity tool and measuring tool. So if you have any doubts in this video, please do ask in the comment section, and please do provide your valuable suggestion so that I can improve my content quality. Thanks for watching everyone. Goodbye.